After transmigrating, I became the true god worshipped in the village. But I couldn't feel happy at all. Only because for over a decade, I hadn't received any incense offerings, which caused a crack in the statue representing my true body. This mountain village is also filled with demons and evil spirits. I only have one believer, old Lady Liu. Just when I was in despair, I heard footsteps outside. Someone was coming. I turned my head to look. I saw a young couple supporting an old lady. Stepping over the threshold, they slowly entered the temple. It was Liu Quan and his wife, along with my only believer, old Lady Liu. Could they be here to offer incense? I hurried back into the statue and waited. Mom, your legs aren't even working well. Why do you insist on coming here to burn incense? The temple is in such a state. Who would come here to offer incense? Other people may not believe in Master Zhuanyang, but I do. My life was saved by him. Oh dear. Old Lady Liu approached the statue. She lit an incense stick, clasped her hands together tightly, and closed her eyes to pray. Master Zhuanyang, my time is almost up. So I came to pay homage to you one last time. Thank you for saving my life all those years ago. How I wish I could see you one more time. Back then, old Lady Liu was just a girl named Wanzi. At age 10, she had to herd sheep in the mountains every day, and came home only at dusk. One day, while walking home at night, a hungry wolf suddenly leaped out from the forest. Just as the wolf was about to pounce on Wanzi, a forceful shout sounded out of nowhere and scared the wolf away. Wanzi turned around and saw a middle-aged man waving at her, signaling her to keep going.
He looked just like the statue of Master Zhuanyang.
From that day on, Wanzi would come to the temple every 10 days or so to burn incense and chat with Master Zhuanyang. She kept this up for decades, until a year ago, when she broke her leg and had to stop coming to the temple. During this time, old Lady Liu also became blind. Master Zhuanyang, how I wish I could see you one more time. After finishing her prayer, old Lady Liu placed the burning incense into the censer. Ding! Merit plus 10. Congratulations, host, for completing the beginner mission. Merit plus 50. Merit system officially activated. Reward: Divine Powers Dreamwalking, bestowing blessings, awe Remole statue. Mission triggered. You can gain 200 merit after completion. A series of messages flashed by. That's when I checked my system panel. The broken system finally activated. With excitement, I looked at my newly obtained Divine Power Dreamwalking. Allows me to enter the target's dream and communicate with their spirit. Just from old Lady Liu offering incense alone, I got 10 points of merit. If the whole village burned incense for me, wouldn't my merit skyrocket? I glanced at old Lady Liu, and an idea formed in my mind. At night, after she fell asleep, old Lady Liu had a dream. She dreamed she was back in her youth, walking in the little forest. A figure slowly approached. Wanzi turned around to look. When she saw the face clearly, she smiled. Master Zhuanyang, is that you? You're about to leave soon. I came especially to see you off, my old friend. Wanzi was shocked. Master Zhuanyang, don't. Thank you for all your care over the years. Is there anything left you wish for in this world? Getting to see you before I die is enough. I'm content. Would you like to see your children and grandchildren one more time? And say goodbye to them? But I'm blind. How could I see them? That's a small matter. Farewell. The scene twisted and changed. Old Lady Liu woke up, only to find the oil lamp at her bedside still burning. Her heart skipped a beat. I can see. Liu Quan walked to the bedside. Mom, why are you awake? Mom, you can see now? Old Lady Liu shed tears and hugged her son tightly. After waking up, my eyes are healed. It was Master Zhuanyang. He let this old lady see you all one last time before I leave. To say goodbye. I hovered in midair, watching all this unfold, and left with satisfaction. The next day, a noise woke me from the statue. I opened my eyes and saw Liu Quan and his wife walking into the temple. Master Zhuanyang, my mother is gone. From now on, I'll take over in her place and serve Master Zhuanyang well. After this, he asked his wife to take turns offering incense. Ding, host gains incense from believers. Merit increased. I looked at Liu Quan. Values of merit were shown above both their heads. Master Zhuanyang, we're leaving. After tomorrow's funeral, I'll come fix up the temple hall. The next day, Liu Quan brought his wife to the village temple, but was seen by a passing neighbor. Quan, what's up with you two today? Didn't you always disapprove of your mother worshipping Master Zhuanyang? Why are you doing it today? Before my mom passed away, Master Zhuanyang manifested and cured her blindness. Come in and offer some incense. Master Zhuanyang will bless you too. After hearing this, several people exchanged smiles, then waved goodbye and left. Upon seeing this, I shook my head with a wry smile. A woman overheard Liu Quan's words. She hurried over. Quan, is Master Zhuanyang really that effective? Turns out it was Ayan, wife of Liu Daiyu from the same village. Of course, I'm telling you the truth. Liu Quan saw Ayan looking worried, so he asked what was wrong. Daiyu went out before dawn to gather herbs, and he still hasn't come back. Then go find the village chief. Have him send people to the mountain to search. Daiyu went to Jupeng Mountain. Jupeng Mountain is the hill next to Liu village. At night, the place fills with white mist. People say it's because of evil spirits. Anyone who goes inside never comes out. Why would Daiyu go there? My father got injured, and the doctor said he needed ginseng soup to recover. So Daiyu went to Jupeng Mountain to find herbs. The village chief is already leading a search party, but no one dares to go into the mountains after dark. They're just waiting by the mountain's entrance. Quan, do you think Master Zhuanyang will help in this kind of situation? Faith will make it work. Sister-in-law, pray sincerely. Master Zhuanyang will surely protect Daiyu. Ayan entered the main hall, but was shocked by the ruined state of the statue. Master Zhuanyang, if my Daiyu returns safely, I vow to help rebuild your divine body. Ding, host acquires incense merit. Merit +5, only 5 points? Looking at Ayan below, I was a little speechless. But the wish she made happens to fit my next task. Right now, the range of my spiritual sense can only cover about a mile. Although Jupeng Mountain is right beside Liu village, my sense only reaches the mountain entrance at best. I can't go any deeper. This gave me a bit of a headache. Whatever, I'll go check out the entrance first. I sent my spiritual sense out of the statue and flew toward Jupeng Mountain. Almost to the entrance, I suddenly smelled incense burning. As I got closer, it's actually Liu Fu, the village chief of Liu family village. He's leading a few villagers to kneel and worship in front of the altar. There is a memorial tablet set up on the altar. It is inscribed with the words Red Peak Mountain God Gandong. Our own village deity, Master Zhuanyang, is undefeated. Yet they're worshipping the mountain god instead. Seeing this scene, I got angry. Liu Fu and the others are clearly too scared to enter the mountain. They had no choice but to set up the altar here and pray for protection. At this moment, a munching sound suddenly came. I turned my head to look. I saw an owl land on the altar. It was pecking at the offerings on the altar. A layer of red light still surrounded the owl's body. So, it's a little demon. I looked at the little demon. An idea instantly came to me. It seems there's something evil at Jupeng Mountain. People can't go in easily, but a demon probably can. So I revealed my true form and slowly approached the little demon. I looked at the little demon. An idea immediately popped into my mind. Jupeng Mountain seems to have evil spirits. People can't go in easily, but demons should be able to. So I got closer to the owl. I revealed my golden aura. I've come to subdue you. The owl suddenly straightened up. The moment it saw my aura, it instantly wanted to escape. I used my divine power to intimidate it. The owl fell straight off the altar. I'm merciful. I don't want to hurt you. If you try to run again, I won't be polite anymore. The owl got up and cowed out repeatedly toward the god tablet. Mountain god, sir, I didn't mean to eat your offerings. Please spare me, little demon.
Hearing this,
I was speechless. What mountain god? Your whole family are mountain gods. I'm not the mountain god. I'm Zhuanyang I'm sorry, Zhuanyang This little demon was blind to who you are. I shouldn't have eaten your offerings. I need you to do something for me. I didn't waste words with it. I stated my request directly. Sir, I actually saw the person you mentioned earlier. He was lured away by a yellow weasel spirit in the mountains. I'm not afraid of that weasel spirit myself. But I've never meddled in its affairs. If I try to snatch the person from it, I'm afraid it won't hand him over. When I heard this, I thought for a moment and took a candle from the offering table beside me, then infused it with my magic. This candle is my token. Help me get this done, and I'll be sure to reward you. The owl understood and went up, took the candle in its beak, and flew deep into Jupan Mountain. Look, that bird took the candle away. The village chief, Lu Fu, took a glance. Second uncle, we've set up a worship ceremony for the mountain god. Will he help us? That remains to be seen. You'd better be prepared. Thanks, chief, for your help. Usually we don't pray to the mountain god. Now you're trying to pray at the last minute. He knows this in his heart too. Why not invite Master Hui instead? I've heard if we clap 3 times together, Master Hui will show his power. Master Hui's debts are never paid off. That wouldn't be for nothing. Let's not mention this again. At this moment, deep inside Jupan Mountain, Liu Dai got lost in the mountains. Unknowingly, he arrived at a secluded mountain residence. I am one of the dwellers here in the mountains. Young man, are you lost? Come with me. I'll show you the way. Are you tired, young man? Have a bowl of sweet soup and rest your feet first. Liu Dai couldn't resist the temptation. His body moved on its own, slowly approaching the beautiful woman. Just as he was about to take the next step, he smelled a strong, musky scent from the woman. That instantly sobered him up. He finally realized what was happening. Looking again, the woman turned out to be a yellow weasel spirit in human form. Panicked, Liu Dai missed a step and fell into the tangled weeds. He passed out. Why are you running so fast, young man? You made it so hard for me to find you. He reached his hand out slowly. Just as the weasel spirit was about to grab Liu Dai, an owl flew from afar. Stop. A bird dropped down from the sky and pecked her once. The weasel spirit cried out in pain and retreated. We're both of the same kind. So why are you getting in my way? Calm down, Sister Wang. I'm here on behalf of the village deity Zhuanyang, the of Liu family village. I've come here just to save this person. Village deity? Do you even believe what you're saying? Since when does Jupeng Mountain have a deity? The owl then took out the candle. This is a keepsake given to me by Zhuanyang the... You'll know at a glance? The owl lit the candle. The attached magic turned the flame a pure blue-green. Instantly, the weasel spirit felt something unusual. She calmed herself down, thought for a moment. You know the rules here in the wine shack. After nightfall, no one is allowed to leave. If he can make it out by himself, that's not my concern. The owl quickly landed and pecked Liu on the forehead. Liu Diu woke up and sat up. He looked around anxiously, only to see a bird glaring at him. The owl circled above his head twice, signaling him to follow. Liu Diu didn't hesitate and followed right away. Uncle Liu Wang, it's been so late with no news yet. Diu probably isn't coming back. Should we just head back for now? Where are you, really? Suddenly, a ball of candlelight appeared in the distance. Could it be Dayu has returned? Is that you, Dayu? As the mist cleared, the silhouette of a man slowly emerged.
Dayu. Dayu.
What happened to you up in the mountain? Why did you come back so late? Liu Diu recounted his ordeal. I almost got harmed by the weasel spirit. It was an owl that saved me. Everyone now noticed the owl lying on the offering table. Now I get it. It must have been the local deity responding to us. Everyone, bow and give thanks. Seeing all this, the owl kicked over the offering table. The owl took off and circled a few times over everyone's heads, signaling everyone to follow. It headed off into the distance. Upon seeing this, Liu Dayu immediately called out, "Hurry! Everyone, follow it quickly." The village chief led everyone, curious to follow along. The owl led everyone back to the village and flew into an old, dilapidated temple. When the crowd saw the little temple, they all stopped in their tracks. Zhuanyang the... Could it be Zhuanyang the sent it here? But none of us have ever been here before. I came here to see Zhuanyang the before heading up the mountain. I already asked Zhuanyang the for help. It must be Zhuanyang the who sent it. Never thought Zhuanyang the would be the one to save us. Village Chief Lu Fu stared at the rundown little temple. He glanced again at Dayu's family. Everyone, hurry and prepare the offerings. Thank you, Lord Zhuanyang. Soon, offerings were set up in the temple. Over 30 households in the village heard about Dayu's deeds, and they all came. Village Chief Lu Fu presided over the ceremony. Everyone was expressing their gratitude. Congratulations, host. You received 100 merit points from the sacrifice. Lord Zhuanyang, in the past we ignored you, but you're still willing to help us. From now on, we'll worship you properly. After everyone finished burning incense, they all gradually went back home. Ayan, sister-in-law, didn't I tell you? As long as you're sincere, you will definitely receive help. Thank you, Brother Quan, for reminding me to offer incense. No problem, just thank Lord Zhuanyang. Thank you, Brother Quan, for your guidance. All right. Didn't you say you were going to rebuild Lord Zhuanyang's statue? Don't forget. Don't worry, Brother Quan. I'll go find an artisan tomorrow. At this moment, I was about to check my personal panel when I heard an owl hooting twice. I looked down and saw the owl crouched on the ground. May the deity bear witness. You have no idea how dangerous it was. Luckily, I arrived in time and saved Liu Dayu. Plus, I used the face-saving fruit and Wang Pizi, the weasel spirit, to make him let the man go. After I brought them back to the mountain, they thought it was a little demon sent by the land god. I got so mad, I kicked over the wooden table and led them here. When they saw you did a good job, sir, they let you approach. Hearing this, the owl came up in front of the statue. I took a stick of incense from the censer and infused it with magic power. A puff of green smoke enveloped the owl. The owl inhaled the smoke and felt a rush of heat through its body. 2 of its internal barriers instantly broke. It was 3 barriers away from the next realm. But after inhaling just 1 incense, 2 broke directly, and dark red feathers grew on its body. Ding! Host used 20 merit points for divine power. At that moment, I also got the deduction notification from the system. Thank you, sir. Little demon, I'm almost about to break through. Then I noticed the red feathers on the owl. Normally, its feathers are of regular color. Why has it grown red feathers? Could this little demon be a bird king? You can come here often from now on. As long as you complete my tasks, you will be well rewarded. Go on. Hearing this, the owl happily took off. After that, I couldn't wait to check my system panel. After going through it, I added 95 merit points to the rank column. Oh, a wave of ancient energy surged out from the characters and rushed through my body along the meridians. A brilliant golden light shone brightly. After a flash of golden light, I felt the power in my body, surging forth endlessly. Ding! Congratulations, host, for leveling up. You have acquired the divine power of heavenly phenomenon. You can now control the weather, rain, clear, or wind. Early the next morning, Liu Deu's family came to offer incense. Soon another person entered the temple. Lord Zhuanyang, this is Niu the carpenter I invited to restore your statue. Brother Niu, since you're here, burn an incense stick for Lord Zhuanyang too. Since you have the intention to repair the statue, why not do as we do in Yujia village and worship Grey Lord instead? That way you'll have favorable weather every year. Niu, how can you say that in front of Lord Zhuanyang? We don't need your help anymore. Fine, I'll leave. I was just talking nonsense. Let me apologize to Lord Zhuanyang. Niu the carpenter picked up an incense stick and bowed to the statue. What is this guy doing? Looks like this Niu guy doesn't have much sincerity at all. 3 taels of silver. I'll finish in half a month. Brother Niu, I can only gather 2 taels. I'll use the wheat behind my house as collateral for the other tael. Is that okay? Niu the carpenter agreed. Then they all left the little temple. Right after they walked out, a bird flapped its way in, landed at the base of the statue, and started kowtowing non-stop. Little demon greets the great deity. Little demon, after going home last night, my mind was filled with your heroic figure. I kept tossing and turning, couldn't sleep all night. The owl says he wants to move here to serve me. Having just awakened, I do need someone to help me. If you truly wish to follow me and serve me well, I'll grant you 1 stick of incense each month. Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. From now on, you may call me Divine Lord. Receive my bestowed name and introduce yourself. Yes, my lord. Little demon, I was originally a female eagle. A wildfire struck, destroying my nest. I was the only one to escape. Just as I flew out of the fire, I passed out. When I woke up, the fire was out, and my spiritual consciousness was awakened. So, what's your name? Little demon has no name. Please, Divine Lord, grant me one. Your eyes are so big. How about I call you Big Eyes? All right, I won't tease you. You have red feathers on your back. I'll call you Red Feather. Thank you, Divine Lord, for bestowing the name.
The end of May is when the wheat ripens. All the villagers come together for the harvest. They work till the afternoon. Finally, the wheat is all collected. Just as they were about to head back to the village, a sudden clap of thunder echoed in the sky. In an instant, dark clouds covered the sky. A heavy rain was about to pour down. The villagers were in total chaos between heaven and earth. Shouts of panic and confusion rang out. In the midst of despair, all the villagers knelt and desperately begged the heavens. At that moment, Liu Quan suddenly stood up. He shouted loudly, "Everyone, get up. When has heaven ever shown us mercy? We should worship Zhuanyang, that is our own God. He will definitely save us." He then turned toward the direction of the village temple to pray. The villagers hesitated for a moment, then followed and knelt down to worship too. After hearing your call, you immediately began to use your divine powers. It was the first time for such a heavenly sign. You were a bit unfamiliar with casting the spell, and the pre-casting time for this power was a bit long. Right at that moment, the heavy rain poured down. Looking at the rain all around them, the villagers grew more desperate. But everyone was amazed to discover the area where they gathered had no rain. It was as if they stood beneath an invisible rain shield. It was Zhuangyang. It must be Zhuangyang the protecting us. They then knelt toward the direction of the small temple. Suddenly, a distant owl flew in. It hooted a few times at the villagers. That is Zhuangyang's messenger. I sent him to welcome the villagers back home. Could it be? Everyone, lift the grain and follow me. Everyone got up and started carrying the grain back to the village. Everywhere they passed, the huge rain shield above them moved with them. Not a single person got wet. With my current strength, my divine power can only last for half an hour. So I had to call Chiu over to hurry the people. After everyone returned to the village, I also wearily drifted back into the statue. Ding, congratulations, host. Task completed. Village wishes mission. Pacify Wang Ji. I didn't bother to contemplate it. I went straight into meditation, slowly restoring my mental strength. Not sure how much time passed. I was woken up by a noisy commotion. I looked up and saw village chief Liu Fu leading the old and young of the village in worship. Offerings of pig heads, lamb heads, and cattle heads were placed on the altar. Food is essential to the people. I helped them salvage the grain during the storm. The weight of this favor goes without saying. Today, before Zhuangyang, I announce a new rule as village chief, effective immediately. Worshipping Zhuangyang is the top priority for the whole village. On the first day of every month, everyone must come to offer incense. After speaking, he knelt down in worship. Ding, congratulations, host. Divine merit points from worship, plus 300. You can enjoy one more worship this month. After the villagers finished the worship, they all left. Outside the temple, the village chief called Liu Quan. You don't have to pay taxes this year. Why, village chief? We discussed it a bit. Zhuangyang has returned to our village, most likely related to your mother. Luckily, she dedicated herself to worshiping Zhuangyang for decades, so we didn't completely give up on our village. Besides, we plan to set up a memorial tablet for your mother in the side hall, so when worshiping Zhuangyang, she too can receive some incense. Thank you, village chief. I had no idea about this small matter outside. When everyone left, I opened the system panel. Without hesitation, I spent 300 points to redeem the 5 Thunder spell from the shop. Many unfamiliar pieces of information flooded into my divine consciousness all at once. Then, I confidently gathered my mana. Faint thunder echoed in the air. I saw myself holding lightning in my hand and struck it toward an abandoned stone mill in the courtyard. In an instant, the stone mill shattered into pieces. Ah! The Lord is mighty. I rubbed my head too, feeling shocked, and that was just the power of a basic spell. If this technique is perfected, wouldn't it be possible to summon the Thunder of 9 Heavens dog system? It hasn't deceived me. The next day, in Julong Town Market. Wheat bran, 50 coins per load. White flour, 300 coins per load. How has the price gone up again? It went up again. It went up again. If you think it's too expensive, then leave. Just wait for it then. At that moment, a loud voice suddenly called out from afar. White flour, 130. 10 coins per load. Folks, come take a look. It's Liu Jia Village's chief, Liu Fu. Behind him were more than a dozen grain carts. Seeing the scene, everyone rushed over at once. Neighbor, Where did you get all this grain? The grain naturally grew in the fields, but everyone's wheat was ruined by the rain. Why is your village fine? That's because Yuan Yang manifested in our village. He helped us block the rain and saved our wheat. The crowd exchanged glances. How was that possible? Impossible. Even in villages cared for by Lord Hui, they only got an early warning about rain. Your wild village god, could it be even wiser than Lord Hui? Those who don't believe in Zhuan Yang, it's fine. Today we sell grain cheap, not to let everyone get ripped off by profiteers. As long as you want to buy, just know one thing. This is all thanks to Zhuan Yang's blessings. Turns out, most villages lost all their grain due to the rain, and had no choice but to buy from profiteers at high prices. So Liu Fu decided to sell grain cheap to promote Zhuan Yang, earn some incense. Liu Jia villagers, thank you all. Number, it's thanks to your Zhuan Yang. Everyone, don't crowd. There's still plenty of grain. If there's not enough, you can go to the village and get more. The grain buying bosses present saw the scene and gritted their teeth in anger. One boss called his assistant, go to Niu family village and get Niu Hai here. Liu Jia village temple. I was woken up by a noisy commotion. Looking up, I saw village chief Liu Fu bringing 20 or 30 people to offer incense before the statue. Yuan Yang the above. I am from Huang village. I am from Ma Zhuang. I am from Li Jiahua. We're here especially to thank you for your blessings. Turns out, these people came to Liu Jia village to buy grain. As soon as they entered the village, they were brought by Liu Fu to worship me. Seeing the merit points pop up below, I couldn't help but sigh that Liu Fu really knows how to handle things. Liu Quan rushed in. Chief, outside. Someone's buying grain. You should take a look. They're from the Lord Temple. When Liu Fu heard, his heart skipped a beat. What is the Lord Temple group here for? He hurried out at once. Just as he reached the village entrance, he saw several people sent from the Lord Temple. The leader was Niu Hai. Manager Niu, what brings you here? Come over to the village office for some tea. No tea for me. Hand over the 5,000 pounds of public grain quickly. I need to hurry back and report. When did Lord Hai ever work for the government office? Now he's even managing grain collection? This is tribute grain for the Lord's Temple. Your Liu family village benefited from Lord Hui of Jiao Manor's bounty harvest. How could you just forget so quickly? Lord Hai, you're just joking. Our village has never worshipped Lord Hui. Why would we receive his amnesty? Humph, other villages' wheat was soaked by rain, yet your village didn't get any rain. If it's not thanks to Lord Hui's protection, what else could it be? That's actually due to our Lord Zhuan Yang. What does it have to do with Lord Hui? He's just a poor country deity. How could he possibly have the power to change the weather? Don't insult our Lord Zhuan Yang. Lord Hai, there's nothing to discuss here. No room for negotiation. This order came directly from High Priest Gao. The moment they invoked High Priest Gao of the Lord's Temple, everyone in Liu family village exchanged confused looks. He's a figure with a reputation rivaling the town chief, but Liu Fu, for once, stood his ground. Fine. We're not handing over the grain. Well done, Liu Fu. When I return, I'll make sure to talk with High Priest Gao. Just you wait. With that, he stormed off angrily. Liu Fu turned to the villagers. Do you know why I refused him? Everyone shook their heads. Liu Fu glanced toward the small temple. The grain was won for us by Lord Xuanyang in the storm. If we give it away for no reason, that would be a grave disrespect to Lord Xuanyang. Yes, we must not betray Lord Xuanyang's trust. The villagers strongly agreed with Liu Fu's decision. You all go home. I'll go ask Lord Xuanyang for guidance. Then Liu Fu entered the temple and explained everything in front of the deity's statue. A mysterious person came into the temple. He said he wants to see you. After hearing this, I was filled with rage. Lord Xuanyang, was I too reckless doing this? If you believe I should hand over the grain, let this coin land heads. Liu Fu gripped a copper coin and tossed it to the ground. Tails. He tossed it 2 more times. Still tails. Liu Fu looked up at the statue, then left. After Liu Fu left, I called Chiu over. About Lord Hui, how much do you know? He's not actually a god. He's a demon. Do you know what kind of creature he became a spirit from? This little demon isn't sure. He only cultivates in the Lord's temple, never comes out. But I've heard he's a descendant of Husan, the 3rd master of Iron Drunk Mountain. He came here after losing a power struggle. Just as he arrived, a flash flood hit this area. Many villages' crops were flooded. A woodcutter from Niu Manor, who had been missing for half a year, suddenly returned to the village. He said he'd been rescued in the mountains by a divine being. I was rescued in the mountains by a god, who also taught him many secret techniques. He immediately used his magic to block the flood. To ensure everlasting peace, the villagers had to worship Lord Hui and sacrifice a child from Tongnan each year. So the villagers built a Lord's temple, and that woodcutter became Lord Hui's agent in the human world, known to everyone as High Priest Gao. All commands are issued by High Priest Gao. Over the years, High Priest Gao orchestrated things, so more and more villages worshiped Lord Hui. Any village that worships him is required to send a boy child every year. Oh right, Divine Lord. I've heard that several girls have gone missing in town lately. It might also be his doing. I pondered for a while after hearing that. Originally, I planned to stay low and grow stronger, but that's not going to work now. If I were to duel with him, what would you choose to do? I, the little demon, am willing to be your vanguard. Good. Who would have thought? That very night, something happened. Divine Lord, someone is outside. Don't make a sound. Wait for my command. Thankfully, with you guiding me, I found this rundown temple. As the manager, I'll give you credit for this. Manager Hai, you're too kind. Go find it quickly. See if there's anything good to burn. Make it quick. We'll burn the temple and leave. Well, coming here in the dead of night. Turns out you're here to set fire to the temple. Perfect time to test out the power of my 5 thunder spell. This is the answer you wanted. I raised my hand and gathered magical power, and struck at Carpenter Niu. A bolt of lightning crashed down from the heavens, exploding right above Carpenter Niu's head. It instantly vaporized Carpenter Niu. Niu Hai beside him fainted in terror. A bolt of lightning crashed down from the heavens, exploding right above Carpenter Niu's head. It instantly vaporized Carpenter Niu. Niu Hai beside him fainted in terror. I cast a dream trance spell on Niu Hai and revealed my golden divine form. I am Lord Zhongyang of this place. Why did you burn my temple? Speak honestly now. Niu Hai trembled all over. Great Zhuanyu and Lord, please don't be angry. I'm just a delivery boy. It was High Priest Gao who sent me. Still making up lies. If you don't believe me, I could smash you with one strike. I'll tell you everything. It was High Priest Gao who sent me. He wants to steal your blessings. Lord Hui wants more Tongnan children for cultivation. So he had Shin Yuki bring them over. The heavy rain destroyed the crops. Then High Priest Gao would step in to give disaster relief. The villagers would be grateful, and more villages would offer worship. But Liu family village was untouched. That ruined Lord Hui's plan. So High Priest Gao sent Niu Hai to collect grain, to test Liu family village's attitude. Never expected the village chief Liu Fu would push back. High Priest Gao was furious, and had Niu Hai come at night to burn the temple, to intimidate the people of Liu family village. I was shocked after hearing all this. After thinking for a bit, I looked at Niu Hai. How do you know such classified business? I offered both my daughters to High Priest Gao, so I became his trusted henchman. The recent missing girls in town, are they related to Lord Hui? Yes, yes, yes. It was High Priest Gao who ordered me to do it. We needed 7 girls, but so far only got 5. They're all locked up in the cellar outside Niu Manor, as expected. Turns out Lord Hui is an evil spirit. After I got the specific location of the cellar, I struck Niu Hai on the top of his head, sent his soul flying and body destroyed. Then I called Chiu inside, told him the location of the cellar, and had him go rescue the girls, since my spiritual power can't leave the village yet. Soon enough, Chiu flew to the cellar. He saw another rat demon guarding the entrance. Without hesitation, he pounced and swiped at the rat demon. The rat demon didn't even react before hitting the ground. Then he went inside and dealt with a few more guards, then rescued the girls. An hour later, Chiu returned with several girls and one wounded guard. Divine Lord, the little demon fulfilled his duty. They're back. Excellent, excellent. Once everything's settled, I'll reward you properly. After that, I flew to Liu Fu's house and used the dream trance spell on him. Liu Fu, I am Zhuangyang. I've come into your dream to give you a task.
Master Zhuanyang, please give your orders. I am willing to risk my life without hesitation. Then I told him everything. Let him take the girls back home, and then take some people to the mayor's place. After assigning the tasks, I returned to the temple. Soon after, a loud commotion woke me up. I opened my eyes. It was actually Liu Sentai, the elder with the highest status in the village. He even brought a group of people to kneel before the statue. Master Zhuanyang, we apologize for alarming you due to our incompetence. This Liu Fu. I told him to wake up a few people. Didn't expect such a big scene. Starting today, everyone will take turns guarding the temple overnight. Someone must be here both day and night. Meanwhile, Liu Fu took the man they escorted to the town. Lua lives in Yujia village. Those girls were sent to be guarded by Niu Hai.
He said the senior master of Lord's temple wanted them.
After listening to what happened, the mayor gasped in shock. I have come at Master Zhuanyang's command, bringing people here. Those girls have already been sent home. As for how the mayor will handle it, we humble villagers dare not interfere. Tell me honestly, was this really done by your village's Master Zhuanyang? How could we country folk do such a major thing? It was Master Zhuanyang's great compassion. He couldn't bear to see those girls hurt, so he stepped in to save them. Luzan pondered over it for a while. Such an important matter. I must report it overnight. The county magistrate will also give instructions, making sure Nujia village doesn't cause trouble. If this is true, I will personally thank Master Zhuanyang from your village. Around dawn, Liu Fu returned to the village. In front of the statue, he recounted reporting to the officials. Master Zhuanyang, I've handled the reporting to the authorities. The families of those girls wanted to give money, but I didn't take any. I told them to come offer incense to you. That afternoon, the families of the girls arrived. They even teamed up to hire a Surna band. After arranging the offerings, the families began to bow in thanks one after another. Thank you, Master Zhuanyang, for saving my child. Congratulations to the host for enjoying a part of the ritual offering. With a merit value increase of 300, I looked at the merit values above the people's heads below, and couldn't help but smile with joy. Suddenly a voice came. The mayor is here. The mayor is here. Mayor, why are you here? I just got back from the county. The county magistrate heard about the situation. He greatly admires Master Zhuanyang, so he had me come over first. Ah, very good. Please, Mayor. Luzan walked beneath the statue. He looked up. Such a broken-down statue. Is there really a deity residing here? Thank you, Master Zhuanyang, for saving those girls and keeping my jurisdiction safe. Your official thanks you. The host is worshipped by an official. Merit for governing 3 generations. Looks like this merit value is linked to personal identity. Why is Master Zhuanyang's statue so run down? Mayor, to answer you, we initially hired Niu the carpenter to remake Master Zhuanyang's effigy, but didn't expect to invite trouble instead. Last night, Master Zhuanyang ended up striking him dead. People's hearts are unpredictable. This isn't your fault. But we mustn't let Master Zhuanyang be wronged. Later, I'll invite a first-rate craftsman. The town will pay to create a grand stone statue. They were just doubting me. Now they're openly rebuilding my effigy. Aren't they afraid Lord Hui will hold them responsible? He said he was sent by the county magistrate. I guess he's trying to support me. To use me to get rid of Lord Hui. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. I opened the system panel to check. The merit value has reached 930 points. Without hesitation, I spent 200 to upgrade my rank. A surge of energy immediately rushed out from my purple palace. All the meridians in my body felt like they exploded. The pain made me clench my molars. Congratulations to the Divine Lord for the great improvement in your powers. I looked at Chiyu, just remembered, almost forgot to reward. Randomly took out a stick of incense, put in 50 merit points, and handed it to Chiyu. Thank you, Divine Lord.
And
Thank you, Divine Lord, for helping me. This little demon just broke through the last barrier. You've entered the transforming form stage. Just stepped into the transforming form stage. Alright, keep a close watch on Liu family villages. Territory for me. When you reach your next breakthrough, I'll help you myself. After Chiyu left, I suddenly received a notification from the system. Congratulations, host, on earning over 1,000 merit points. A special reward, one chance to upgrade a mystical ability. I opened my abilities panel and chose Dream Infiltration. The upgraded power expanded into daydream manipulation. Now I can pull someone into a dream, even while they're awake. Meanwhile, in the county office, Lu Zan recounted his entire experience in Liu family village, from beginning to end. According to what you said, that Lord Zhuanyang really is a deity. That streak of golden light was solemn and radiant. Definitely not something evil spirits would emit.
it has to be a god.
But the Spiritual Affairs Division said, there are no real gods in Shiakai County. That Lord Hui is nothing more than. Didn't you promise to help Liu family village rebuild the idol? As soon as you get your payment, go handle it right away. Aren't you afraid Lord Hu will be offended by this, my lord? That deity has always kept a low profile. But now he's breaking the rules, and even kidnaps girls to cultivate. If he actually succeeds, do you think he'll still follow the rules like today? So, my lord, are you trying to make these two deities fight? Lord Hui is just a minor mountain god from Ticha Mountain. How could he stand a chance? I've already sent word to the district's Spiritual Affairs Division, asking them to send people to suppress him. I just hope this little god can buy me some time. My lord, the high priest from Lord Hui's temple is leading several village chiefs toward Liu family village. They're moving quick. Old Liu, go find 2 craftsmen and head to Liu family village to repair the idol immediately. Yes, sir. Let's hope Xuanyang can hold his ground. Liu Fu, the village chief of Liu family village, stood at the village entrance with the villagers, confronting the group opposite them. At the front was the high priest of Lord Hui's temple. Niu Bio, chief of Niu family village, stepped forward. Today we've invited High Priest Gao and several village chiefs here to demand justice for Niu Hai and Carpenter Niu's deaths. Liu Fu, what was their reason for burning the temple according to you? If we don't get an explanation, how can people accept it? The other village chiefs nodded in agreement. Liu Fu looked over, and High Priest Gao swallowed his words. Everyone knows Niu Hai was sent by High Priest Gao, but no one dares bring it up in public. So he just sighed. High Priest Gao. What will it take to satisfy you and the other chiefs? I, as High Priest, have investigated the truth. That wild god is no deity at all. but a malevolent spirit. That rain shelter was just to win your hearts. Last night I sent Niu Hai to burn the temple, to rid you all of inner demons. But that monster was vicious and killed Niu Hai. I've come today to uphold justice on heaven's behalf. If you block my way here, are you defying Lord Hui? The villagers were all too scared to speak, but none of them believed High Priest Gao's lies. Lord Zhuanyang is a real god, not an evil spirit. Liu Fu plucked up his courage to talk back. High Priest Gao's face immediately darkened. Shiakai County. Only Lord Hui is a true god. All others are evil spirits. Sir, we've caught a suspicious-looking man. An attendant brought the man before High Priest Gao. Please calm down, High Priest. I'm a stonemason sent by the county magistrate to rebuild the idol. The county magistrate sent you? Isn't this actually the prefect's order? All right, fine. Give your master a message from me. Then he raised his hand and cast a spell, and killed 2 men on the spot. I, as High Priest, do not wish to take too many lives. Bring that wild god's idol here before midnight tonight, and burn it publicly. Otherwise, there will be no more Liu family village come sunrise. Liu Fu led the villagers back to the village, and came before the idol, and told me what had happened. When I heard it, I was furious. Someone dared to act right under my nose. But then I thought more carefully. You need to take the villagers and leave here, Lord Zhuanyang. But I want to have a proper showdown of spells with High Priest Gao. After Liu Fu left, Qi Yu flew in. God, don't be hasty. I just used vision magic. I saw thick spiritual fire at the village entrance. I'm afraid they're here with bad intentions. What is spiritual fire? It's the aura formed from incense offerings. You have it too, God, but yours is much purer. The flames at the entrance are mixed with traces of demonic energy. Demonic energy? Could Lord Hui be here in person? High Priest Gao is a human. Even if he practices dark magic, he shouldn't retain spiritual flames. Hearing this, I became thoughtful. Good thing I didn't act rashly earlier. Then I glanced at Qi Yu's feathers, and got an idea. Is High Priest Gao waiting for me here? High Priest Gao was secretly startled, and stared intently, but it was just an owl. High Priest Gao sized up Qi Yu, his body radiating demonic energy. So you're that Zhuanyang. You're just a demon. How dare you pretend to be a god? Whatever Lord Hui can do. Why can't I? You're just a little demon. Not much power, but a big mouth. Monster, stop your arrogance. By heaven's command? You only have 2nd level cultivation. Where does all this immense demonic power come from? You can't handle this either. Oh. Master, help. He was swallowed up by the black energy. That's Lord Grey. So you've been hiding inside the Heavenly Master all along? Well played, Lord Grey. You were plotting all this time.
Play.
Had enough fun yet? Becoming a child god isn't an easy path. Let me show you some pain. Five Thunder Spell. Yeah. So it was a giant rat. No wonder you're called Lord Grey. So the owl was just a decoy. You're the real evil god. Sigh. I admit defeat. I won't bother you anymore. Let's mind our own business from now on. Mind our own business. Do you deserve that? Oh. You have won Julong Town. From now on, you're in charge. Are you planning to kill me? I'm the Iron Demon Tiger of Mount Cha, grandson of the Third Master. I'm not someone a minor mountain deity like you can mess with. Done talking? If you are, I'll send you on your way. Lord Grey's body is completely motionless. In the end, he turned into a giant rat. Fortunately, it's over. Congrats, Divine Lord, for eliminating this monster. Divine Lord, look. This is the demon core from that old rat. All his power is contained in here. The demonic energy inside is mixed. It can't be absorbed directly. You did pretty well this time. This demon core is your reward. Thank you, Divine Lord, for your reward. This little demon will follow you for life. After Chiyu swallowed the core essence, he turned to look at the fallen Grand Celestial Master. Divine Lord, Grand Celestial Master, what should we do with this guy? Go back to the village and bring Liu Fu and the others to handle the aftermath. What's your background? I'm Lord Hui's corpse puppet. He usually cultivates inside my body. He came from Iron Mountain, representing his family to expand their territory. How can you prove it? Half of Lord Hui's tributes were used to refine pills. Every 3 years, an envoy from Iron Mountain comes to collect them. When was the last time the envoy arrived? The envoy came about 2 years ago. Looks like what Lord Hui said is true. And where are you from? I'm just a woodcutter from the village. Chiu. Go tell them the result. Lord Hui has been slain and brought to justice by Lord Zhuanyang. Congratulations to Lord Zhuanyang for destroying the evil god. Protecting the country and its people. Mission completed. Received 500 merit points. Can be triggered repeatedly. Looks like these system quests aren't as simple as they seem. Divine Lord, what about those people? Don't let the one named Niyu get away. Tell Liu Fu. Any of the others who's done anything evil, send them to the town for punishment. Yes. By the way, you need to go to the Lord's temple too. Clean it up thoroughly. That big rat has a rain summoning banner. If you find it, remember to bring it back. After returning to the village temple, I felt dizzy and lightheaded. It seems using the 5 thunder technique 4 times in a row was still too much. After that, I entered a meditation state to regulate my breath. Inside the county office study of Shiatsai County, an urgent report arrived. Yukon was shocked to learn that Lord Hui had actually been killed by Zhuanyang. Turns out Lord Hui wasn't a deity, but just a big rat. Lord Hui was killed by Lord Zhuanyang. Lord Zhuanyang's envoy, Master Night Owl, wiped out the remaining evil spirits in the Lord's temple. The Lord's temple was burned to ruins. Rat corpses were everywhere. Officials from the county office arrived and set fire to Lord Hui's temple, burning it down completely. Then they took the remaining idol and smashed it to pieces and put up a notice, strictly forbidding the people to worship anymore. By imperial decree, the emperor proclaims, today the villagers of Lu Village have piously worshipped Lord Zhuanyang, gaining boundless merit. This pleases us greatly. Specially bestow the title of Zhuanyang Palace to enjoy official worship forever. Liu Fu led the villagers to kneel hurriedly. Greetings, Lord Zhuanyang. Greetings, Lord Zhuanyang. The villagers of Lu Village behind him quickly followed suit. Outside the main hall, crowds of people knelt in a large group, promoted to Lord. Merit income increased by 11.2. I looked at the system prompt, not yet having time to feel happy. Is this the real use of merit points? Merit value increased by 100. Turns out it was County Magistrate Yu Kun who was offering incense to me. That Lord Hui has been a blight on this country for many years. This county has long wanted to get rid of him. Thank you, Zhuanyang Palace, for helping me bring justice to Xiacaxian, eliminating this hidden danger. Yesterday, that Grand Celestial Master blocked the village entrance for hours. But you didn't even send a single guard. Thinking of this, I immediately cast Daydream, pulling County Magistrate Yukon into it. I, Xuanyang, have brought you into my dream, because I have something to ask you. Did you have any connection with Lord Hui? Zhuanyang Palace sees all absolutely not. Every year Lord Hui eats several children from Tongganan. So I secretly investigated his background. Found out he was an evil spirit, then reported it to the Spirit Suppression Department. But the Spirit Suppression Department never sent anyone. So I could only tolerate that big rat causing trouble. So when you learned of my existence, you encouraged him to fight me. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. I just hoped you, Lord Xuanyang, would hold Lord Hui off and wait for the Spirit Suppression Department to arrive, so we could eliminate this evil in one fell swoop. I never expected Lord Xuanyang to be so powerful. Are you feeling pretty proud of your plan? You think by later denouncing me to the court for the public good and giving a little reward, I would just let this go? I am guilty. I admit my mistake. Since your intentions were to eradicate evil spirits, I'll forgive you this time. But if anything like this happens again, you should know what to do. Yes. If anything happens again in the future, I will report to you, Immortal, in time. And await your orders. By the way, Master, several village chiefs came to my office yesterday to request a meeting. They pleaded for the Immortal to pardon their crimes. They're willing to lead their entire villages to offer worship. Would you like to issue an order? So all the villages build temples to worship you, Immortal.
Hearing this,
I was very pleased. I was just about to agree. But then I remembered merit is linked with sincerity. If faith doesn't come from the heart, if it's not genuine devotion, even burning incense won't increase merit points. Faith must come from within. I am not Master Hui. I don't want to force anyone. Let's just call this off. Yukon was stunned after hearing this. He truly is a real deity. His mindset is just on another level. If, Immortal, you ever need someone to run errands for you, just let me know. I didn't respond. Then I waved my hand. The dream shattered. Yukon's body trembled, and he woke up. Looking up at the statue again, his eyes now only showed humility and loyalty. He then fetched a stick of incense, knelt down on both knees, and bowed deeply before the statue. This scene was witnessed by the onlookers from Liu village outside the temple, causing a huge stir. Look, isn't that Magistrate Yu? At that moment, more and more people began arriving one after another in the plaza outside. They all came to burn incense after hearing about Lord Zhuanyang's deeds. Liu Fu quickly called the villagers to boil water and make tea, offering it for free to these out-of-town worshippers. He also assigned some people to provide services inside and outside. Everyone was busy non-stop, but nobody complained about being tired. County Chief Yukon saw this scene and called over the town chief and Liu Fu. This main hall is so small and dilapidated. Let the town pay to rebuild Zhuanyang Temple's statue, and the county office will cover the temple's renovation costs. Let's put Village Chief Liu in charge of this. Your Liu village's affairs are my affairs too, Yukon's affairs. Chief Yu is wise. On behalf of Xuanyang Palace, I thank you, Chief Yu. If your village ever needs help, just come to me. After everyone left at night, I summoned Chiu. Congratulations, Divine Lord, on being promoted to County Grandee. Last night, the little demon found a lot of elixirs and cultivation techniques in the Lord's temple. I glanced over it. All of it is stuff used by demons. I'll reward all these things to you. You can handle them as you see fit. The little demon also found a flag. Not sure if it's the rain summoning banner you wanted, Divine Lord. I reached out to examine the flag. With my celestial phenomenon power, this rain summoning banner is useless to me. Then I looked at Jiu. Last night, your contribution was significant. I'll give you another stick of incense. Then I placed 200 merit points into the incense flame, bestowing them to Chiu. Chiu took quite a while to absorb it all. There was a lot of divine power. It'll take some time to process. The next morning, village chief Lu Fu brought people to the main hall, saying the ingredients for Xuanyang Temple were sent by County Chief Yu. They were originally meant to be protective stones for the official residence, but he donated them to rebuild your statue. This Yu is quite the flatterer. Then the craftsmen who came along started working, measuring and polishing the statue. After a full day and night, the stone statue was finally restored. I looked at my newly restored statue, feeling a rush of emotion. I couldn't help but smile. After transmigrating, I became the wild god of a poor mountain village. Where is this place? Ding! Host has awakened, system binding successful. I unexpectedly awakened a system golden finger. As long as believers offer incense, I can gain virtue, strengthen myself, and achieve a golden body. Then I began helping the villagers fulfill their wishes one by one. I even exterminated infamous evil monsters. Eventually, I was granted an official title by chiefing Jining Palace. After shifting, life became quite leisurely. As a local deity, listening to prayers is part of my daily routine, helping them fulfill trivial wishes. Nothing but a simple favor. Until this day, a married couple arrived. Xuanyang Palace, please help us. I'm Liu Kang's wife. Please save my husband. My husband Liu Kang went hunting near Jupin Mountain a few days ago and was bewitched by something evil. He inhaled poisonous miasma in the mountains and returned. Now he vomits blood every day. Please, Xuanyang Lord, save him. After hearing her story, I extended my divine sense and looked down.
This is
miasma poisoning. Let me help him tonight. Expelling miasma isn't difficult. It just takes some time. I pondered for a while and decided to help him in the evening. After the couple left, Chiu flew in. Lord God, I recently discovered something strange. Before, fog would only appear at night in Jupin Mountain. But lately, it's foggy even during the day. Jupin Mountain is the place Liu Daliu went, isn't it? Could this man have been harmed by the yellow weasel spirit too? I don't think so. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made it out alive. They say Jupin Mountain is guarded by a white ape king. There are many monsters like the yellow weasel spirit. It's hard to say exactly what injured Liu Kang. That night, I went to Liu Kang's house. I saw Liu Kang frowning deeply, as if trapped in a nightmare, so I used my dream-entering power to enter his dreams.
I saw.
Liu Kang stumbling and running out of Jupin Mountain, with several monkeys chasing after him. It wasn't me. It wasn't me! Just as the monkeys were about to catch Liu Kang, I shouted loudly, "Pierce the illusion! Pierce the illusion!" I brought him into a void. Where's this? I am Zhuanyang. This is your dream. Greetings, Lord Zhuanyang. You were almost killed by a group of monkeys just now. What exactly happened? I'm not really sure. I was hunting near the mountain that day, and somehow wandered into Jupin Mountain. Then I got lost. The monkeys started chasing me as soon as they saw me. I panicked and ran aimlessly. I don't know how I made it out. I went into the mountains confused, and left the mountains confused. Liu Kang is definitely hiding something. Do you have anything else to say? No, that's all that happened to me. Nothing else. Since you don't want to talk, I won't bother asking more. I raised my hand and used the blessing power on him, and dispelled the miasma from Liu Kang's body. Then I turned and left his dream. Time flowed by, and a month passed. I was meditating in the temple, when I suddenly heard the system chime. No incidents this month in your territory. All is peaceful. Virtue points plus 300. I eagerly opened the system mall and started browsing. Protective key root pill. Heaven-splitting blade technique. 2 martial arts manuals. And 1 pill. Let's get them all. Then I called Chiyu and went out to the courtyard to help me test the power of the spells. I silently recited the protective key technique and had Chiyu charge at me with full force. Go ahead. Chiyu wrapped himself in demon aura and charged at me. But with a ding sound, Chiyu bounced right off. I sensed the protective key was still at 50% strength and nodded, very satisfied. Next, I want to test out the blade technique. Chiyu, go fetch a blade. Only found a single hatchet. Will that work? I'll give it a try.
Hey!
Yeah. This blade technique is powerful, but it's rough on the blade itself. The god's blade technique is just too strong. Normal blades just can't handle it. It needs to be a spiritual weapon. A spiritual weapon? Where can I find one of those? Wait, I just remembered. Lord God, our village actually has a spiritual blade. That blade is full of killing intent. Maybe it could be worthy of your blade technique. There's really a spiritual blade in this village. Yes, at the house of Butcher Zhao, who slaughters pigs at the village entrance. The butcher's blade isn't just a pig slaughtering knife, is it? Come with me, Lord God. I'll take you there. We'll know at a glance. Then I followed Chiyu to the back courtyard, and we arrived at Butcher Zhao's house. We went around the yard and entered the main hall, and saw a blade hanging on the wall without a sheath. I could sense the murderous aura from the blade. One immediately extended my divine sense to check out the blade on the wall. What a spiritual blade! Just as I was about to take this treasured blade, something occurred to me, and I drew my hand back. I'm a god. How could I just steal someone's blade? Chiyu noticed my embarrassment. Lord God, you can grant a wish to Butcher Zhao in exchange for the blade. But how do you know he has a wish? All mortals have wishes. Anyway, there's no rush. I have more important things to do today. Before long, village chief Liu Fu brought 3 people into the main hall. Zhenyang Palace. These people behind me, they finished building statues in each village. Today they're here to bring incense offerings and consecrate the statues. Bijaging Nayujizhuang Panjuwuzi. All wish for Zhuanying Palace to be the village protector, to be guarded for generations. If we break our oath, may we suffer earthquakes and floods, and may our villages be destroyed. After the worship, the 3 village chiefs each carried a bundle of lit incense back home. Soon, unfamiliar information entered my mind, and then I sensed 3 new altars. I infused my divine sense into one of the statues, and was instantly drawn into the void, crossing over. When I opened my eyes again, I found I was now at the temple in Bijaging. A large crowd was standing below. Zhenyang Palace above. I am Bai Jiabang. All our villagers have suffered here before. High Priest Gao forced us to worship Lord Hui. We had no choice. Thanks to Zhuanyang Palace for eliminating demons and restoring peace to this land. Today we sincerely vow to worship Zhuanyang Palace, now and forever. After speaking, he led everyone to kneel in worship. I glanced at the virtue points appearing above everyone's heads, and bestowed blessings upon them all. Beams of auspicious light spread out among the crowd. What just happened? I feel much more clear-headed now. Me too. It feels like a breath of fresh air. Could it be that Zhuanyang Palace has manifested its spirit? Everyone once again knelt before the statue. Then, through the statue, I traveled separately to Panjami and Nyujia village. I performed similar divine feats at these 2 villages to show off my presence. Thus, the statue consecration ceremonies at all 3 villages were successfully completed. Congratulations to the host for expanding your territory to a 5-mile radius. Reward: 500 merit points. Reward: the divine power of prosperity. If this momentum continues, you will accomplish greatness in this life. The future is boundless. That spiritual blade. Looks like it's time to find Zhao the Butcher. That night, I went to Zhao the Butcher's house, used the dream entering divine power, and entered Zhao the Butcher's dream. Saw Zhao the Butcher holding a little boy, playing joyfully in the courtyard. I conjured up mist to attract to Zhao the Butcher's attention. I am Zhuanyang. You are Zhao the Butcher, right? Right? I pay my respects to Zhuanyang Lord. I am moved by your loyalty. So I plan to grant a wish to 1 believer every month. You are this month's first. Zhao the Butcher became excited after hearing this, pointed to the little boy. Zhuanyang Lord above. I've been married for many years, but have no children. So I've been having dreams at night, imagining a son. Please grant me a son or a daughter, Zhuanyang Lord.
Hearing this,
I was troubled. I'm not Guanyan. I never learned how to grant children. You've been married for years but have no children. Is there any other reason? My wife was young and pregnant. She caught the neighbor's daughter secretly meeting someone. She told the neighbors about it. That girl lost her head that very night. My wife then dreamed of the girl coming back to curse her, saying she would never have descendants. When she woke up, she miscarried. After listening, I pondered carefully, then drew part of my divine sense back to reality. Found a mass of black energy around her abdomen. Could this be ghost energy? I raised my hand and summoned Ki. Used the blessing divine power. The black energy disappeared. Then I returned to the dream. I have used my divine power to remove the ghost energy in your wife's body and improved her constitution. Work hard in the days ahead. You will definitely bear children. Thank you, Zhuanying, Palace Lord. This time I blessed you. But your luck is shallow. You can't bear it. How about this? Let's exchange something to resolve the issue. All right.
Okay.
I come from a poor family. I don't know if there's anything the deity might like. Let's trade for that knife on your main room's wall. Are you willing to part with it? Lord deity above, take the knife as you wish. Turns out Zhao the butcher's ancestor was a blacksmith. He once served a general. This knife was used by the general in battle. Before the general died, he gave this knife to Zhao's ancestor, and it has been passed down ever since. My ancestor also said, this knife carries heavy murderous energy. My Zhao family is just safekeeping it. It seems this knife was waiting for you, Lord Deity. If that's the case, I'll take the knife. If you ever wish for something, go to the temple and burn incense. Then I turned and left the dream, walked into the main hall, took down the knife from the wall and left. Back at the temple, I took out the spiritual blade and examined it closely. The blade emanated a strong murderous aura. I gently infused my magic into the spiritual blade. Turns out this blade was forged specifically for killing. It needs to keep absorbing blood to remain spiritual. Luckily, the blade met me. Otherwise, it would fall from spiritual weapon to ordinary. Suddenly, I sensed a gloomy aura. It was a blade spirit. And I saw the murderous aura become a giant black snake. The black snake looked at me, let out a violent hiss. A mere blade spirit. How dare you make trouble? I raised my hand and used the snake's subduing divine power. The black snake immediately lowered its head. Then I struck forward with my palm. The black snake's form completely collapsed, turning into flowing light. I reached out and grabbed the knife handle. Now I have an imprint in my divine sense. Ding, congratulations, host. You have contracted the Huangji spiritual blade. Reward, 300 merit points and a Huangji black iron ingot. Merit points now reach 3,190. Then, I used merit points to upgrade the Hunshin blade technique and protective gang key to their current maximum levels, and used the rewarded upgrade opportunity to upgrade the intimidation divine power. Ding! Intimidation divine power upgraded from entry level to advanced. Ability expanded so that when using the divine power, you can mentally strike targets weaker than yourself with a mental blow. At this rate, it won't be long before I can form the golden body and achieve the supreme Tao. In the evening, Sai County Magistrate Yukon just finished his official duties when suddenly he heard a loud noise. Then, a burly man and a boy barged into the county office. Are you the magistrate here? Yes, I am. Who are you two? May I ask, who are you two gentlemen? The big man threw out a jade token. On its face were the words spirit suppression. Oh, so you two are officials from the higher bureau. Forgive me for not welcoming you sooner. My name is Feng Yu.
His name is Wang Mang.
A few days ago, the department received a letter from Magistrate Yu, saying there was an evil spirit causing trouble here. So the two of us were sent to kill it. Please tell us about the evil spirit situation, Magistrate Yu. Yukun gave an embarrassed smile. You two arrived a bit late. The evil spirit was already killed recently. The two were stunned. What? Yes, at first I didn't believe it either. But I saw it with my own eyes. So an evil god killed another evil god. Zhenyang Palace is the true deity of Lu Village, while the Grey Lord was a rat spirit. How can the two even be compared? Back then, our bureau lord used tendon dividing technique to survey all Weinan. He said clearly that the three northern counties had no immortal fate, and it's impossible to have a true god here for at least 60 years. That Zhuanyang lord must be like the rat spirit, a fake god, an evil spirit pretending to be a deity. I saw Zhuanyang lord's manifestation myself. With mortal eyes, how can you tell real from fake? It's safer if we check it ourselves, to avoid conflict. I will personally guide you too. So the three left the county office for Lu Village Temple. The believers were burning incense and offering sacrifices. Everyone, don't panic. Step back a little. Make way, everyone. Looking back, it was Magistrate Yukun leading two officials. Zhuanyang Lord, these two are Spirit Suppression Bureau officials. They're here regarding Grey Lord's affair. After hearing about your deeds, they wish to see you in person. Wang Mang shoved Yukun aside and looked up at the statue. I pondered carefully after hearing this. If the authorities found out about my existence, would they treat me as a lab rat? So I concealed my aura, hid behind the statue. Wang Mang used his celestial eye, gazed for a moment. Why does this evil god have no true spirit? He glanced at the candlestick, turned to Fang Yu behind him and said, Go find something that'll burn well. Let's burn this evil god's statue. I don't believe it won't show itself. Brother Wang, better to be cautious with this. Wang Mang snorted coldly and prepared to light the candle. Wang Lingguan, if you dare light it, I guarantee you won't leave Liu Village alive. At this moment, Lu Fu entered with several villagers. Master, what are you trying to do? You thief! Put the candle down now, or we'll stab you on the spot. At this moment, Lu's father came in with several villagers. Grand Elder, what are you doing? Everyone saw Wang Mang standing to the side, holding a candle. Villain, put down the candle. If you light it, we'll kill you right here. What benefits did this evil god give them? That they're so loyal? Brother Wang, we're here on official business. If we completely offend these people, it'll be hard to get things done. Let's take our time and think it through. I threw the candle toward the Empress of Heaven. If the evil god is not eradicated, this matter isn't over? Just wait. Then he pushed the crowd aside and strode off. Seeing this, Fang Yu also chased after him. Grand Elder, what is going on? This has nothing to do with me. Those two are exorcist priests from the Spirit Suppression Division. I can't do anything about it. I was out of line. Afterward, I drew the school of fish into a dream to ask about those two's backgrounds. Who are those two people? By order of Zhuanyang Palace. Those two are exorcist priests of the Spirit Suppression Division. The Spirit Suppression Division is a government-founded organization. Their headquarters are in the capital. At the height of the nation's power, there were branches in every town and county. Now, with the nation in decline, many places don't even have a functioning government. Those two were only sent down because of my connections, to handle matters. They were just unwilling to take action. Immortal Master. If Wang Mang and the other one come back to cause trouble, how should we deal with it? If those two come back again, no matter what they do, just ignore them. I have my own plans. After leaving the dream, Yukon conveyed his will to everyone. Master Zhuanyang has his own plans. Reporting to you, sir. Wang Mang and Fang Yu. After Yukon returned, he learned from the guards that Wang Mang and the other were staying at the post station. He ordered food and drinks to be prepared. He wanted to personally go in person to calm down hot-tempered Wang Mang. Brother Wang, you've had a long journey. But right after Yukon spoke a few words with them, the Grand Elder, the mayor, asks to see you. Grand Elder, 2 hunters from Jujia village have gone missing near Jutan Mountain. The villagers suspect that they were taken by evil spirits in the mountains, so they reported it to me. Jupan Mountain is full of demonic beings. I've long since forbidden anyone from entering the mountains. Why do people still not value their lives? The two spent the night in a tent at the mountain pass, and were gone the next day. A villager at the entrance to Jupan Mountain found their hunting gear, so they suspect that evil entities in the mountains took them. Evil spirits coming out of the mountains to capture people. That's never happened before. Not only that, in the past, Jupan Mountain was only shrouded in poisonous miasma at night. But lately, the toxic fog doesn't fade even during the day. Do you have any ideas about this? I would like to ask Master Zhuanyang to eliminate the evil spirits. Yukon is still considering. You want to use an evil god to deal with evil spirits. I think you all have lost your minds. My fellow disciples and I will check it out ourselves. We'll go check it out personally. Lead the way. So the group set out for Jupan Mountain. They arrived at the mountain entrance and found the villagers of Jujia village already gathered there. When the villagers saw the county magistrate approaching, they knelt down and paid their respects. Please, Yukon, help us. Please, magistrate, help us. Everyone look. That's Zhou Bao. Everyone was shocked and looked over. They saw a figure staggering out of the fog. It was Zhou Bao, who had been missing for days. Bao. Bao. Zhou Biao's parents rushed forward in tears, but were stopped by Fang Yu. You too. That's probably not your son. I am the 6th lieutenant under Yuan Shen. My lord is ruler of Jupan Mountain. Years ago, my lord and Lord Hui made a border agreement, and every year offered tributes to my lord. Now that Lord Hui has been destroyed by mountain gods, my lord is leading everyone out to avenge his brother. If you want my lord's anger to be soothed, every year you must offer 9 bulls, 3 pigs, and 6 pairs of boys and girls.
If not,
then all in your town will die with Lord Hui. After finishing, he turned and headed back into the forest. Stop. Zhou Bao showed no signs of life. He was already dead. His mother fainted on the spot. A shadow shot out of his body. Monster, stop. Seeing this, Yukon sighed. Go to Liu family village and explain everything to Master Zhuanyang. If anything happens, report to me immediately. After Luzan nodded, he turned and headed back to Liu family village. Soon after, I listened closely to Luzan's report, without saying a word. I simply told him to head back first. Go back now. Don't take any action for now. Luzan didn't dare say anything, and could only follow my orders and return. After that, I called over Qiu and asked him, do you know about Yuan Shen? This Yuanshen demon, I've only vaguely heard the name.
He's the strongest demon on the outskirts of Jupan Mountain.
But the thing about Lord Hui offering tributes is true. I once saw Grandmaster Gao hold a ritual at Jupan Mountain. After hearing this, I pondered for a while. Let's go check out the mountain entrance. I then sent my divine sense out to Jupan Mountain, arrived at the mountain pass. I looked up at the mountain covered in white mist. Within this white mist is hidden a trace of demonic energy, which can erode a person's spiritual power. No wonder hardly anyone ever enters these mountains. Divine Lord, please feel free to stay here. As you move forward, I've left marks along the way. At least you'll have no trouble getting back. Then move forward. Enter a patch of forest. Suddenly, a delicate young woman comes to mind. Just as you see a beautiful-faced woman approaching. Hey, bird, why are you here again? So it was you. Divine Lord, this is the yellow fox spirit that trapped Liu Deu last time. Spirit, where is this handsome guy from? Mind your manners. This is my family's Divine Lord Zhuan Yang. After hearing what Chiu said, Huang Ling froze for a moment and immediately bowed in greeting. Greetings to the Divine Lord. I am a yellow demon from this mountain. I named myself Huang Ling. Get up. I have a few questions for you. Only then did Huang Ling rise nervously. Have you always lived here? Replying to you, Divine Lord. I've lived here as a spirit for over 10 years. I bet you've eaten plenty of people, right? Huang Ling shuddered all over. I haven't eaten anyone. I just absorb people's vital energy for cultivation. I was just asking. Do you know Yuan Shen? You mean the Yuan Shen the Divine Lord mentioned? Is it old Qi Yuan Shen? I know him. Is he still alive? Huang Ling felt a bit troubled. You don't dare talk about him. When the Divine Lord asks, I wouldn't dare hide anything. But Yuan Shen is the overlord of the outskirts of Juchen Mountain. I'm afraid word getting out would get me killed. I see. Then don't worry. He won't have the chance to take revenge on you. Seeing Huang Ling's confusion, I added a sentence. This time I've come to wipe him out. Also, I found a wild, chaotic energy in your sea of consciousness. Most likely built up from years of practicing evil arts. If you keep cultivating like this, that energy will just become more frenzied. Sooner or later, you'll lose your mind. Huang Ling's eyes immediately widened in shock. How did the Divine Lord know that? You're talking too much. Is there anything the Lord doesn't know? Yes, I spoke out of turn. Please, Divine Lord, save me. First, tell me about Yuan Shen. That Yuan Shen is a white ape spirit. He's ruled the outskirts of Jupan Mountain for nearly 100 years. Because he comes from Qian Mountain, one of the Taoist holy lands, he calls himself Old Qi Yuan Shen. So his surname is Qi. Is his single surname just Dong? Never heard of it. What's with the white mist in the mountain? They say the white mist is miasma from the mountain's spiritual veins. It's controlled by Yuan Shen. He manipulates it at will. Now he uses the white mist to seal off the mountain even in daylight. Probably afraid of ending up like Lord Hui did. Do you know where Yuan Shen's lair is? Shen is extremely cautious by nature. Aside from his monkey spirit followers, no one knows where he lives. I was a little speechless when I heard this. How does Yuan Shen's strength compare to Lord Hui's? How strong is Lord Hui? I really don't know. But Yuan Shen is at least as strong as him. Otherwise, he couldn't be the lord of Zhuo Mountain. Tell me about Yuan Shen first. That Yuan Shen is a white ape spirit. He's ruled the outskirts of Jupan Mountain for nearly 100 years. Because he comes from Qian Mountain, a Taoist holy land, he calls himself Old Qi Yuan Shen. So his surname is Qi. Is his single surname just Dong? Never heard of it. What's with the white mist in the mountains? They say the white mist is miasma from the mountain's spiritual veins. It's controlled by Yuan Shen. He manipulates it at will. Now he uses the white mist to seal off the mountain even during the day. Probably afraid of ending up like Lord Hui did. Do you know where Yuan Shen's lair is? Yuan Shen is extremely cautious by nature. Aside from his monkey spirit followers, no one knows where he lives. I was a little speechless when I heard this. How does Yuan Shen's strength compare to Lord Hui's? How strong is Lord Hui? I really don't know. But Yuan Shen is at least as strong as him. Otherwise, he couldn't be the lord of Jurua Mountain. That's about all I needed to know. If I ask any more, I probably won't get any more information. I looked at Wang Ling. I can purge the chaotic energy from your body, but you must never harm humans again. Can you do that? Yes, I swear. I promise I will never hurt anyone again. Divine Lord, I swear to the heavens. I swear I will never harm anyone again. I will never harm anyone again. I raised my hand and used the blessing divine power. A burst of light shone from Wang Ling's forehead, clearing the wild energy from his body. After it was done, Wang Ling immediately knelt down to give thanks. Endless gratitude to the Divine Lord. I will never forget this for all my life. If you ever need my help, I will do my best to serve. You may get up now. I thought to myself after hearing this, leaving him on the mountain as a lookout could be useful. Don't follow me on this mission. Keep an eye on things in the mountain. If anything happens, go to Liu family village to find me. After saying goodbye to Huang Ling, I took Chiyu and went deeper into the mountain. Along the way, I heard the cry of an ape. So I walked toward the sound. Passing through the forest, I spotted an ape, just as I was about to catch up. A chill suddenly crept up behind me. I turned around sharply, and saw a figure rushing at me at incredible speed. In a panic, I quickly raised my hand and cast the 5 thunder spell. There was a powerful collision. I stumbled back a few steps. I looked up. It was a young man in a white long robe. I used my spiritual sight to reveal his true form. He was a giant white ape. A layer of red energy swirled around him. Who are you? How could you block my charged strike? The white ape looked stunned. Chiyu spread his wings and soared into the sky. Who do you think you are? This is Lord Hui of Xuanyang Palace. He was the one who killed you with a single blow. Oh, so you're that wild god from Liu family village in Xuanyang Palace. Bai Yun cracked a smile. That's fine too. I once divided the territory with Elder Hui. Now that he's dead, it's not a problem for you to take his place. The conditions have already been stated by my 6th. Aside from the usual things, anything missing for my birthday or the like, I'll tell you again, after Bai Yuan finished speaking. He looked at me with an amused expression. I smiled slightly after hearing that. Just a birthday isn't enough. At least at a death anniversary. I, Old Qi, am giving you respect. Don't really try to oppose me. If we really fight, you're probably not a match for me, Old Qi. Bai Yuan immediately raised his head and let out a shrill cry. Soon, many monkey shadows appeared in the forest. You saw this. Spread his feathers, and his whole body ignited in flames. He flapped his wings and charged at Bai Yuan. Bai Yuan's eyes looked fierce, and he dodged dangerously. Where did this bird come from? Doesn't know what's good for him. He immediately clenched his right fist. Black smoke emerged, and he struck at Chiyu. He hadn't even regained his footing. when I quickly drew my blade and unleashed the Hunshin blade technique with full force. A streak of silver light sliced across Baiyuan's body. Baiyuan's human form instantly vanished, revealing his true monkey form. I saw on those white fur. A bright red wound startlingly appeared, but though the wound was large, it didn't hit a vital spot. I raised my blade to step forward, but two monkey demons jumped up to block me. I raised my hand and swung my sword, quickly taking care of the two monkey demons. Upon seeing this, Baiyuan immediately turned and ran out. I chased after him right away. I stopped at a crossroads. Baiyuan was already nowhere in sight. All the small paths ahead were empty. But I heard Baiyuan's voice coming from the fog. Liu family's wild god, today's not over. Aren't you the main deity of Julong town? Once I recover, I'll kill a few villagers every now and then. Unless they smash your god statue. I swept my gaze over the crossroads in front of me. Just as I was about to pick a random path to walk, I saw Chi Yu flying over from the distance. Divine Lord, you can't go any further. If you keep chasing, you'll really get lost. Although I was angry inside, there was nothing I could do with the fog covering everything. If Baiyuan really does this, the reputation I've worked so hard to build up will surely be ruined in an instant. Better go back and slowly figure out a solution. Just when I was about to leave helplessly, something suddenly crossed my mind. I widened my eyes again and swept my gaze over the crossroads in front of me. Why does it feel like I've been here before? Just when I was about to leave helplessly, something suddenly crossed my mind. I widened my eyes again. I feel like I've seen this path somewhere before. I swept my gaze over the crossroads in front of me. Why does it feel like I've been here before? Chi Yu. Have you ever been here before? Number. Chi Yu glanced around, shook his head and replied, I had no choice but to head back. All the way, I kept wondering about this. Where have I seen it before? Almost at the mountain pass. I suddenly came up with the answer. Liu Kang's dream. It was Liu Kang himself. Yes, I saw the exact same crossroads in Liu Kang's dream. Back then, Liu Kang took one of the paths and went in. I saw it. Liu Kang frantically ran toward the right. Is it possible that the path Liu Kang took leads to the Yuanshan's lair? No wonder I thought there was something off about the dream. I decided then and there to go back and interrogate Liu Kang. Returning to the 9-plate mountain crossroad, I saw Wang Mang and Fang Yu stopped at the crossroad. They were muttering while drawing with a pen in their hands. I had no idea what they were talking about. I listened closely, wanting to learn the truth. Only after I listened carefully to their conversation did I understand. Turns out the two of them went chasing the shadow monkey. But as soon as they entered the woods, they were blocked by the mountain fog. They wandered around the mountain for an hour, and thankfully relied on Fang Yu's skills to find the way. Only then did they get out of the foggy mountain. Wang Mang looked at Fang Yu after coming out. The two of us got out, thanks to your Taoist navigation skills. I'll make a note of this achievement. No need, really. Without me, senior brother Wang would definitely have gotten out too. What do we do now? Wang Mang glanced back at 9-plate mountain and began to ponder. That demon doesn't want to show himself in the mountain. We have to find a way to force him out. He seemed to have thought of something after that. Demons fear sulfur smoke the most. Let's find a couple hundred farmers to help. Then we go into the mountain and set fires everywhere. Can't believe the demon won't come out. Fang Yu was stunned for a moment after hearing this, then turned to look at Wang Ming. But if we bring that many people into the mountain, we won't be able to look after everyone. If something unexpected happens, I'm afraid the county magistrate won't approve. Who cares? That county magistrate is just a minor official. I don't plan on telling him anyway. Since that's settled, go to town and buy sulfur first, then start hiring people directly.
But
I'm the one in charge of this operation. If I tell you to do something, just do it. No more useless chatter. Wang Mang impatiently waved his hand and hurried Fang Yu to leave with him. I heard Fang Yu's words clearly. This guy actually wants the people to go into the mountain and risk their lives. Divine Lord, should we stop them? Don't worry about them yet. Go back and inform Lu Fu. Tell him to notify the local villagers that no one is allowed to enter Nine Plate Mountain. If they run into trouble, I won't save a single one of them. Upon hearing this, Qi Yu flew off ahead to take care of things. At noon, Liu Kang was eating at home, with a lavish meal laid out on the table. Suddenly his eyes rolled back, and he passed out. He lost all sensation. It was because I arrived at Liu Kang's house and used divine powers on him. Daytime dreams, dragging him into a void of dreams. Liu Kang, do you still remember me? Liu Kang was startled, looked up and saw Zhuanyang Palace overhead, and hurriedly bowed with his hands clasped. Liu Kang, a humble man, greets Lord Zhuanyan. Liu Kang, your family's meals are impressive. Master Hui, thanks to your blessing, sir, the harvest was bountiful. That's why the food tastes so good. Let me ask you something. What did you actually go to Jupu Mountain for that day? I went to chase a rabbit. That's how I accidentally wandered into Jupu Mountain and got lost. Such nonsense. You're still spouting lies. I went to Sever Soul today. I came across the crossroads from your dream. Now you still dare to make up stories. Have you considered the consequences of deceiving me? Liu Kang's heart suddenly collapsed. I wouldn't dare. I only beg you, mighty deity, to punish me lightly. I'm willing to tell the truth. Turns out Liu Kang went up the mountain that day to meet a white ape. Many years ago, Liu Kang went hunting in the mountains. He came upon a white ape caught in a trap. It looked so pitiful, so he didn't hurt it. He helped bandage its wounds, then let it go. 7 or 8 years passed. One day, Liu Kang met a beautiful person in white clothes in the mountains. I'm the white ape from back then. Now I've cultivated into human form. I've come to return the favor. She said her name was Bai Ji. She was the white ape Liu Kang saved all those years ago. She gifted Liu Kang 2 tiger pelts. From then on, they often met secretly in the mountains. Bai Ji brought gifts every time. One day, Liu Kang asked, "Why is the mountain always sealed by white fog at night?" It's because there's a spiritual spring where I live. The mist pours out of the spring every night. It contracts during the day. The spring can be used by the spirits to cultivate. Soaking in it helps increase one's power. Even ordinary people who soak in it can be cured of all illnesses and have a longer lifespan. So Baiji wanted to take Liu Kang for a soak. They went to the spring together. But before Liu Kang got in the water, a few monkey spirits spotted him. Baiji told Liu Kang to run quickly. He ran all the way back as fast as he could. I ran all the way back myself. I was in such a rush that day, with the monkey spirits chasing me. So I inhaled a lot of miasma. Luckily, the deity expelled it for me. Baiji's spirit spring. Does Baiji have any special status among the monkeys? She said she's a close attendant to the Yuan Shen, primordial spirit. I don't know if that's true or not. She risked herself to let me escape that time. She probably got caught. I don't know how she is now. I've been watching Jutai Mountain these days. But the fog seals it up even in broad daylight. I don't dare go in recklessly. Why didn't you tell the truth when I asked last time? First, I was afraid my wife would find out I was involved with a spirit. Second, I was afraid you'd accuse me of fraternizing with spirits. So I lied. Please have mercy, sir. So Baiji wanted to take Liu Kang for a soak. They went to the spring together, but before Liu Kang got in the water, a few monkey spirits spotted him. Baiji told Liu Kang to run quickly. He ran all the way back. Run quickly. I ran all the way back myself. I was in such a rush that day, with the monkey spirits chasing me. So I inhaled a lot of miasma. Luckily, the deity expelled it for me. Baiji's spirit spring. Does Baiji have any special status among the monkeys? He said he's a close attendant to the Yuan Shen, primordial spirit. I don't know if that's true or not. He risked himself to let me escape that time. He probably got caught. I don't know how he is now. I've been watching Jutai Mountain these days. But the fog seals it up even in broad daylight. I don't dare go in recklessly. Why didn't you tell the truth when I asked last time? First, I was afraid my wife would find out I was involved with a spirit. Second, I was afraid you'd accuse me of fraternizing with spirits. So I lied. Please have mercy, sir. This Liu Kang is probably the only outsider who's ever been inside the white ape's lair. To defeat the Yuan Shen, we have to rely on this man. He's the only one who knows the way. Fine. If you can recall the exact path into the mountains, I'll consider your deeds to make up for your dishonesty, and pardon your deceit. Liu Kang looked troubled. Sir, Baiji led me along the way. There were so many twists and turns I really can't remember. I raised my hand and used my blessing power. For a moment, Liu Kang's mental strength increased. Liu Kang then began to recall hard. At this time, we're headed to Jupang Mountain to work. The reward is deducted. When the common folk hear the name Jupang Mountain, they all shake their heads and walk away without looking back. Even the villagers here don't want to help. Master Zhuanyang has spoken. Why not go to Jupang Mountain instead? Zhuanyang has spoken too. We're not allowed to go to Jupang Mountain. Zhuanying Palace, just a country god. Why is his word so effective? Senior brother Wang. Since that's the case, maybe we should try a different method. You're useless. Always saying pointless things. Let's go, try it. Go. Where to? Then what did we decide? Originally, after dealing with the white ape, I wanted to take care of this evil god next. But given the situation, we have to get rid of him first. I'm going to tear down the temple, smash the statue. We'll see if the villagers obey. Senior brother Wang, you can't do that. It'll cause public outrage. If you're afraid to die, I'll do it myself. Wang Mang picked up a thick stick on the spot, wrapped it up to make a torch, lit it and headed toward the Liu family village temple. Where are you going? The villagers saw Wang Mang holding a torch. They rushed over to stop him, wondering what he was up to. But Wang Mang knocked them over. He forced his way through. That guy is heading toward the village temple with a torch. He must be planning to burn the temple down. Everyone, go call for help. We can't let him succeed, no. Arriving at the temple entrance, he saw people gathered blocking the way. But ordinary folks are no match for Wang Mang, a martial master. With a single swing, he knocked the roadblock clear away. Then he strode into the main hall of the temple. After Wang Mang entered the hall, he turned around and tightly shut the main doors. Liu's father brought his people, just arriving at the temple entrance. They saw the doors tightly closed. Quick, go get some logs. Break down the door. Everyone rushed off to look for logs. Inside the main hall at this moment, Wang Mang looked up at the statue. He spoke viciously. What a wicked god that bewitched people's hearts. Today I, Wang Mang, will enact justice for heaven. How dare you defy me? He raised his hand and unleashed a divine shock, gathered his magic power, then struck with a powerful palm. He was instantly forced down to the ground, kneeling. At that moment, the door was finally broken down. Everyone witnessed this shocking scene. Fang Yu saw this. He quickly ran into the main hall, then used the insight technique to look at Wang Mang. He saw a tall and mighty man. That's divine light only a true god possesses. He isn't some evil god. He's a real deity. What are you looking at? Quick, help me. This is where your road ends? Are you going to help him? I wouldn't dare. Wang Mang was pinned down by Xuanyang Palace with just one hand. He couldn't move at all. I gathered my magic power and unleashed another powerful palm. Wang Mang was immediately pressed flat to the ground. You could faintly hear the sound of bones breaking. Xuanyang Palace, I dare not offend you. I know I was wrong. Immortal, please don't let him go. Interesting. Just now you begged me to kill him. This man is extremely ruthless.
He also has backing in the Spirit Suppression Bureau.
If we let him go back, Immortal, there will definitely be endless trouble in the future. But aren't you two companions? No, I am not his companion. We have a deep grudge. I specifically took on the assignment with him. It was all to get revenge and kill him. So it turns out, Feng Yu had an older brother from the Ling family who grew up with him. The two of them were like brothers. They were very close. Back then, the Spirit Suppression Bureau sent them and Wang Meng. The three went on a mission together. They were attacked by monsters in the wild. We immediately took up fighting stances. Wang Meng, in order to escape the monster's encirclement, was directly stabbed. Liang ran when the monsters surged, taking the opportunity to flee. Luckily, the head of the Spirit Suppression Bureau stepped in to subdue the monsters. But Liang died from excessive blood loss. If you wanted revenge, why did you try to persuade him every time he acted out? Immortal, please judge fairly. I didn't want to let my personal grudge interfere with official business. If I killed him first, I'd have trouble completing the assignment by myself. So I planned to finish the assignment, then look for a chance to deal with him on the way back. At that moment, the wounded Wang Meng spoke with difficulty. You... Immortal, please grant me permission to kill Wang Meng, so I can avenge my senior brother. Aren't you afraid the Spirit Suppression Bureau will get involved when word gets out? If the Spirit Suppression Bureau has to answer for it. For vengeance, I'm willing to take the risk. Wang Meng, you've bullied men and women. Who knows how many innocent people have died in your hands. Today you truly deserve to die. He drew his sword, slashed directly with one stroke. Wang Meng's head was severed from his body. He fell completely silent. Feng Yu's eyes were filled with tears. Senior brother, I finally avenged you. Thanks to Zhuanyang Palace for letting me kill my enemy. No need to thank me. However, with an officer dead, the Spirit Suppression Bureau won't let this go uninvestigated. This place is remote and mountainous. All sorts of powerful ghosts and monsters haunt here. As a Spirit Suppression Bureau officer, it's normal to die fighting evil spirits. Seeing me silent, Fang Yu spoke again. Immortal, don't worry. Wang Mang was killed solely by me. It has nothing to do with you, Immortal. I'll handle everything myself. I don't owe anyone favors. What do you want? I don't owe anyone favors. What do you want? I wouldn't dare. Actually, the god helped me with this matter. I dare not ask for a reward. I only hope to make a good connection with you, Immortal. As for future matters, let's not talk about now. I can grant you some credit. But if you want, that primal spirit in Jupin Mountain, I can take you to deal with it. If you succeed in destroying it, you'll certainly earn merit. But the mountain paths are intricate. It's impossible to find the demon's hideout. I know the way. Just follow me. Since you have a way, Immortal, then I'll obey your instructions. He then called out to Chiyu, and they walked out together. The villagers saw Fang Yu and Chiyu coming out together. Liu Fu was about to speak. I'm currently working for Zhuanyang Palace. I'm going into the mountains with him to slay the monkey demon. Make way, everyone. Clear the path. Hearing Chiyu speak up, everyone finally realized what was happening. Liu Fu and the others quickly moved aside. Fang Yu's figure soon disappeared from sight. By daily, the village chief of Baijia Gang pulled Liu Fu aside. It's said that Yuanshen is really powerful. Zhuanyang Palace won't have any mishaps, right? Not to complain. No matter how strong your demon is. Could it really be a match for Zhuanyang Palace? I'm only concerned, that's all. I shouldn't have said that. So what can we do? The new idol has already been finished. I originally wanted to ask the county magistrate to pick an auspicious day, then hold a ceremony. Why not take advantage of today's demon slaying? And make today the day? Our villages can join forces and make it a grand event. Sounds perfect. I'll go find someone to make arrangements. Then I'll invite the county magistrate. He can preside over the ceremony. All right, I'll head out first. Both of them gathered a few villagers to take care of things. At this moment, I guided my divine sense to the mouth of Jupin Mountain. Qi Yu and Fan Yu were already waiting there, but I saw Wang Ling was also there. Why are you here? Reporting to Shenzhen. Qi Yu was anxious here, so he asked me to come and talk. After I introduced Fang Yu's background. This is Fang Yu, a divine officer from the Zhenling Division. Didn't expect. Even the divine officers from Zhenling Division would follow orders so obediently. Zhuanyang Palace is really amazing. Is there anything Shenzhen needs me to do? I originally wanted to refuse. But then I thought, an extra pair of hands couldn't hurt. I'm about to go slay Yuanshen. Are you up for it? Huang Ling hesitated only for a moment after hearing this. I'm willing to help. I walked at the front, leading Fang Yu, Qi Yu, and Wang Ling. We passed through the shadowy dense forest. Guided by my memories, I decisively turned at an intersection. We arrived at a steep mountainside. I stopped walking, looked ahead and raised my head. Looking in the direction where Yuan's cries were loudest, a towering tree reaching the clouds. with a building constructed atop it. That must be the residence of Yuanshen. This monkey demon really knows how to live. Immortal, what now? Wait a bit. Make sure the white ape is in its nest before moving. The group waited about the time it takes for an incense stick to burn. Saw a red-furred monkey escorting two women towards the door, reporting that the two women have been brought over. Let them in. You may go now. All right, Lord. Now that the monkey demon is here, let's begin the operation. Then I looked at Fang Yu. How do you compare to Qi Yu in terms of strength? I'm slightly stronger than Guardian Qi Yu. Once I go up against the white ape, you go clear the lesser demons. Qi Yu and Ah Huang will sneak around from behind. We have to take out the white ape in this battle. The three acknowledged the order. Then I rushed toward the giant tree. The red-furred monkey hadn't realized what was happening yet when he saw me. I instantly struck him down with a sword slash. Then I climbed up to the crown of the tree and reached the entrance. Don't be afraid, beauty. I'll take good care of you. Rest assured, I won't mistreat you. Demon monkey, stop! How did you get here? It's you. How did you manage to come over here? You should thank your maid. Bai Ji. Then I raised my hand and struck. The blade's force shot toward Old Seven. Old Seven panicked and dodged at the last moment.
He barely evaded the attack.
Then he quickly counterattacked. Gathering black energy in his hands, he attacked me. Kanging silver. Ah. Is Yuanshen with Zhuanyang Palace? You actually... Wait, Zhuanyang Palace. Can we talk this over? I'm willing to give up the offerings and Ju pension. Can you spare my life? What do you think? Slammed right through the wooden wall, leaving a hole. Wood chips flew everywhere for a moment. Couldn't see anything. When I got to the edge of the cabin, Old Seven was nowhere to be seen. I sheathed my sword and chased after him. When I got to a patch of jungle, Master, here it is. Qi Yu and Huang Lin were working together to block Bai Yuan. Don't let him escape. Forming the 5 thunder seal and striking at Bai Yun. Zhuanyang Palace, please spare my life. I have a treasure to offer. This is the treasure. Please let Zhuanyang Palace examine it personally. Heaven and earth limitless. To think you forced me into such a state. You wicked monkey. Yeah. Old key. Are you trying to get yourself killed? This demon must not be spared. Looks like this is Lo Key's personal belonging. This is... Sir, take a look at the original list. Take it and refine it. Oh, right. Remember to give Huang a share. Thank you, Divine Lord. Congratulations, host, you have completed the mission. Defend the land and protect the people. Gained 600 merit points. Note, this task can be triggered repeatedly. The old man who is worth 500. The white ape gave 600. So the white ape is just a bit tougher. Suddenly, I heard panicked cries from the monkeys behind. Divine Lord, what should we do about these monkeys? We must leave no loose ends. You and Huang go handle it. Then I suddenly remembered something. I returned to the treehouse from before. I saw the two women who had been captured. How are you both? Are you all right? The two were so frightened they couldn't speak. I am the white ape of Xuanyang Palace. It has already been slain by me. You're not a demon, right? I'm from Xuanyang Palace. That's the local guardian deity. You two aren't from around here, are you? Sir, we are from Changfeng County. Why did you end up here? The two women began recounting how they were abducted. Changfeng County is located west of Jupin Mountain. There, people are often taken by ape demons all year round. The local government of Changfeng County is overwhelmed. Officials hired martial artists to eliminate the ape demons, but failed repeatedly. The jungle is deep and dense, so no one has ever found the monkey's lair. We were working in the fields when 2 ape demons took us away. If you hadn't shown up, my lord, the 2 of us would have been defiled. Thank you, my lord, for saving us. It's a small matter, no need to mention it. I go by Xuanyang Palace. I am a deity, not some king or emperor's tomb spirit. Take these 2 ladies home. Rest assured, sir, this is a small task. This humble demon will give my best. After Wangling left with the 2 women, I suddenly remembered that it seemed I had forgotten someone, so I went out into the woods. At this time, Fang Yu was holding a blue longsword, fending off 2 monkey demons attacking together. Suddenly, thunder roared. 2 bolts of lightning struck those 2 monkey demons, instantly turning them to ashes. Only then did Fang Yu realize I had arrived. Immortal, you don't have to worry about me. Focus on dealing with the white ape. I said nothing, just grinned at Fang Yu. Immortal, don't worry. I can handle the situation here myself. That white ape has already been slain by me. What? The master of Jupin Mountain was dealt with so quickly. Do you think I couldn't beat that white ape? Number. I wouldn't dare. Don't stop. Try to clear out the rest of the small monsters. Yes, sir. After receiving the order, Fang Yu stayed to take care of the remaining monkey demons, while I returned to the cabin to search for loot. Congratulations, host. You have found the Imperial-grade artifact Purple Mist Umbrella. Just as I was pondering, Fang Yu returned. She was shocked to see the umbrella as well. Purple Mist Dispersion. Reporting to the Immortal. This is the Purple Mist Dispersion. It contains spiritual energy, which must be branded with blood to fully unlock its power. Such an evil object. Immortal, you should destroy it. After hearing that, I just stored it in the system space and converted it to merit points. Ding! Congratulations, host, on successfully selling 3 spirit artifacts. Task, turning trash into treasure completed. Special reward, 1 chance to draw a divine ability. Do you want to use it right now? A hidden mission has been triggered again. Hidden mission activated. Use exorcism. Congratulations, host, you've learned a new divine skill. Exorcism allows you to dispel all abnormal statuses related to evil spirits. At this moment, Chiu and the other person also returned. Most of the uncles here are creatures that fairies use for cultivation. You can divide them among yourselves. Then just walked outside. Seeing the mountain covered in mist, I went to look for the source of the miasma in this mountain. I followed the mist and arrived at a small pond. The billowing white mist was constantly rising from this pond. I pondered deeply. Could this be the spiritual spring? There should be a passage here leading to Zhang Qianshan's world. But then I heard a woman's voice. This spiritual spring is this way because of the coffin below. That's the reason why it's become like this. I looked up. On a huge tree trunk not far away, a woman was tied up. As I got closer, I sensed a faint demon aura from her. You're a demon. I'm Yuan Hu Chenking. Why are you here? I made a mistake. My father hung me here. A heavy gold stone was stuffed inside me. So I can't reveal my true form, nor can I move. All I can do is wait for death here. Who's your father? Luan Shen? What mistake did you make? I was reduced to this for having an affair with a human. And bringing him here. Wait a minute. An affair with a human? Are you Bai Ji by any chance? Who are you and how do you know my name? I'm the patron god of Liu family village, Xuanyang Temple. Liu Kang told me about you. Liu Kang, how is he doing? He's doing well. He once had key stagnation enter his body and asked me for help. I already helped cleanse him of it. Here, all I do day and night is think of him. Why don't I let you down first? Thank you, Lord Ximing. You're Bai Yuan's daughter. Just because of this. Your father tortured you this way. My father has many children, and I'm really not a notable one. Xuanyang Temple. Why are you here? I have already eliminated Yuan Shen. So it's true. I knew it when I saw you walk here so calmly. Did Liu Kang say anything else about me? He tried coming to find you several times. But the toxic miasma shrouded the mountain, so he couldn't get in. All he could do was daze off at the mountain entrance. Really? Thank you for bringing me this news. Now I can leave without regrets. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? What exactly is the origin of the spiritual spring? What's the background of this spring? Bai Yun chose to nest here because of this spiritual spring. The spring secretly aligns with the duality of yin and yang. During the day, it breathes out spiritual energy and absorbs impure air. At night, it's the opposite and expels miasma. Yin and yang cycle like this. After Old Seven took over this place, he cultivated here every day by drawing from the spiritual spring. He even used demon power to speed up the process, spreading the miasma all over Jupan Mountain. About 10 days ago, the spring suddenly stopped putting out spiritual energy and started spewing miasma all day. Old Seven was startled and went into the water to investigate. He found a coffin floating at the bottom of the pond. Though he didn't understand why, the spring's damage was obviously related to the appearance of that coffin. Old Seven also tried to move the coffin away, but it seemed to be controlled by some force. He tried many ways but failed. At that time, the owner of Black Dragon Pool, a Jiao Dragon demon, showed up. He first helped Bai Yuan try to move the coffin in the water, but after failing, turned on Bai Yuan instead. Just right as Lord Hui was gone, he went to Julong Town to demand a hefty tribute. Now that Lord Hui was gone, he went to Julong Town to extort a generous offering. If he was paid, he'd maintain things for a while. If not, the two of them would seize the chance to take over Julong Town together. Bai Yuan was originally very timid and afraid of trouble. But now that the spring was ruined, it was as if his foundation was cut off.
He had no choice but to accept Zhao Jing's proposal.
That's how that series of events started. Just do as you said. That's all I know. God, please help me free myself. Do you have any last words?
If possible.
Please tell Liu Kang for me. Tell him I died for him. At that moment, Chiyu flew over. God, when I came over just now, I saw a sneaky shadow. I chased ahead, but that black shadow threw down a bag and fled. I took it and opened it. It was full of shiny stones. Spiritual energy was radiating from the stones. Immortal, these are spirit stones. Spirit stones contain spiritual power and can be used for cultivation by human warriors and monsters. This whole bag is filled with low-level spirit stones. Immortal, in my opinion. These are most likely scales from a carp demon. Carp demon. Right. But I observed that its scales have turned golden. That means the carp demon has made some progress in cultivation. It seems it has already transformed into a Jiao spirit. Could it be joining forces with Bai Yuan? Since he's been hiding here all this time. When I fought Bai Yuan earlier, why didn't he step in to help? He was probably hoping the Yuan Shen would keep the wild god busy, and he could attack from the shadows, catch us off guard. But he didn't expect Xuanyang Palace to be so strong. The battle had barely started before it ended. There was a scale inside that bag. Xuanyang Palace will probably figure out who I am. There are many spiritual veins in the world, each with its own form, like the spiritual vein managed by the local Zhenling department. When I received it at Jilei Mountain, it was a fruit tree. The spiritual energy is more than 10 times that of this spring. Immortal, if we can clear up this spiritual spring, even if it doesn't reach the imperial level, it'll be enough for a dozen creatures to cultivate daily. Why don't you go down and take a look? Divine Lord, if it's on the ground, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. But I'm a bird. I really can't handle water. Then let someone else go underwater. I'm good at sitting on the island. I'm also not good in water. Alright. Guess I'll have to do it myself. You two stay up here. Call me if anything happens. I swam downstream for a while. Then I saw the coffin at the bottom of the water. The shape of the coffin is obvious. Something is sealed inside. I can still sense it. There's a strong energy surrounding the coffin. That's corpse energy. Then I cast a spell and pressed my hand against the coffin. Infused my power, tried to dispel the dampness. But as soon as my power touched the dampness, it was absorbed. I was shocked. No wonder Bayou couldn't do anything about it. Then I used my divine sight to look at the coffin. I could vaguely see a blurry figure. There is a female corpse inside. The corpse energy is coming from her. Just as I was racking my brain, suddenly a thought flashed through my mind. See God's power to drive away evil. I decided to try casting the spell. Pressed my palm tightly to the surface of the coffin. Used the exorcising technique. Suddenly, the corpse energy around the coffin began to fade. The coffin even shook slightly. Once the corpse energy completely disappeared, the coffin slowly floated up and drifted toward the surface. I swam up after it. At that moment, the miasma above the spiritual spring vanished completely. Then I burst out from the water. The coffin surfaced as well. The spring is back to normal. The spring is back to normal. Immortal, how did you do that? It's no big deal. Is there anything the Divine Lord can't do? You two, stop yammering. Help me lift this up. Bird and man worked together. Finally managed to get the stone coffin to the shore. Set it on a relatively flat patch of ground. This looks like the mark of some evil cult. I've seen it in Genling department records, but I can't recall it right now. I'll check the archives when I get back to the office. Look through the records again. I'll definitely find it. That's your task then. Chi Yu was very curious. What's inside this stone coffin? A woman. What's her background? I have no idea. You can try opening it to see. Chi Yu flew to the top of the coffin, grabbed the crack of the lid with its claws, then spread its wings and tried to fly upward. But the coffin didn't budge at all. It's impossible to open. Taoist, stop just watching. Come over and help. We couldn't even lift a single crack. Stop wasting your efforts. This coffin can't be opened by external force. Let's study this spring first. Then we returned to the spring. I asked Chi Yu and Fang Yu to experience its spiritual energy. Go see what you think of the spring's energy. The two began cultivating. After a quarter of an hour, Divine Lord, the energy from this spring really works for cultivation. But the energy is thin. It takes years of accumulation to see results. I feel about the same. My cultivation technique is too basic. Didn't feel much. Can't you get cultivation techniques somewhere else? They can be bought. But even the Zhuangji technique costs dozens of spirit stones. I can't afford it. Then I told Chi Yu to bring out that bag of snacks. Here, these snacks are yours. Consider it payment for your help this time. Immortal, I really didn't do much. So many snacks, I'm embarrassed to accept. It's not a one-off deal. Don't tell me you're not willing to help me in the future. Fang Yu was startled. Quickly promised. As long as you command, Immortal. I'll always be ready to serve. Then I turned to Chi Yu. I'm putting you in charge of this spring from now on. You can come here to cultivate any time. Just one rule. No outsiders allowed in. Thank you, Divine Lord. Then I instructed the two to clean up and leave the mountain. At the entrance of Jupin Mountain, County Magistrate Yu Kun and Town Chief Lu Zan, plus villagers from 4 villages, all showed up. Xuanyang Palace still hasn't come out after all this time. Hope nothing bad happened. Just then, Chi Yu and Fang Yu emerged from the mountain. The fish crowd eagerly asked the immortal official, "How did it go?" Then Fang Yu presented the relic. The head of Yuan Shenleo Qi is here. He was easily slain by Xuanyang Palace. All right. Thank you, Xuanyang Palace, for destroying the evil demon. Thank you, Xuanyang Palace, for destroying the evil demon. Thank you, Xuanyang Palace, for destroying the evil demon. The statue of Xuanyang Palace has been completed. There is an idea to hold a grand ceremony. Everything is ready. We're just seeking Xuanyang Palace's approval. Xuanyang Palace agreed. That's great. Let's go, everyone, to Liu family village together. Today's replaced statue is 9 feet and 2 inches tall. The shoulders are 1 foot wide. It was cast from Dongshan stone, already documented. Today I will hold the ceremony on behalf of the court. Yu Kun finished reading the official document. He led the incense offering and bowing. Lu Zan, Lu Fu, and the others followed to pay their respects. As for the ordinary villagers, they could only kneel on the open ground in front of the temple. Because there were so many people, they ended up kneeling all the way to the stone bridge at the entrance of the village.